It's good to be back. Double take on a Sunday. It is proclamation news and gatherance. Thank you all for tuning in to this finest hour, maybe a little bit less, short an hour, maybe half hour. I just want to give a shout out, to everyone listening, being observant and both preserved. This is the finest hour. Thank you all for tuning in. I want to give a shout out to my life of purgatory. I fought my demons off in my previous life. I died 3 times at 18. I took boxing, the most outrageous sport a man could take, with a head injury. I was a professional boxer. I fought for my son who had cerebral palsy. He had cerebral palsy in his hands and feet. And there's a guy, a man mountain, fighting on Saturday. And he goes by the name of Billy Joe Saunders. He's a bit of a rife character in the industry. He's a bit outrageous. He comes across a bit ballistic, but he's actually, what he does behind the scenes for the community is phenomenal. He touches the heart and souls of many in different ways. What he acts in front of the camera is a different person to what he is in reality. People don't give him the benefit of the doubt what he actually does for the community. Do you know what? He give me the sign. He doesn't know me from Adam. I'm just a piece of dirt on the end of his bottom of his foot. But what he probably did acknowledge is that a man without, head injury, give it his absolute might in the ring. I boxed professionally with a head injury. I died 3 times when I was 18. So he probably thought, what a courageous man. He gave me a signed glove. Also, my son has got 4 limb cerebral palsy. So he's going out to fight Canelo Alvarez this weekend. So any of you watchers, understand politics, you understand athleticism. Boxing is politics itself. That's why I got myself back into politics. I love media studies in 1996, from a young age. My athleticism has always followed me, chased behind me. But plan A was always becoming like a journalist or something in the media. And I'm absolutely phenomenal. We talk about tabloid and broadsheet newscasts, being on the ball. You got to be quick, mind like a sponge. You got to be quick on the ball. How you approach the audience. You'll be part of the other stocks in social elite. You got to think without any scripture. You got to build characteristics, emphasize, be enthusiastic, make the audience think this guy knows what he's talking about. I enjoy his company. I enjoy his show. I want to come back listening. He's going to bring more listeners in with an audience. It's not every day I talk about boxing. It's been part and parcel of almost life and death situation for me. But thankfully, and thank you for British Boxing Board of Control for looking after me in the safest way possible. I fought as an etiquette boxer. The most dangerous sport, one of the most dangerous sports in the world. My most dangerous sport to me is probably something like Formula 1 or motorbike racing, because it only takes one slip, trip or fall. One slip on a hairpin bend in a Formula 1 car, you're gone for dust. You're dead. 120 mile per hour going around the bend. One little slip on that bend with a car next to you, you're gone. That is the most dangerous sport in the world, in my eyes. But some of them Formula 1 drivers won't get in a boxing ring. It's not their forte. Same as a boxer, they won't go and get in a Formula 1 car because they can't handle the power. Same as a motorbike, vice versa. We're grounded in that sport from birth. Grounded in every integrity you do from birth, give or take. You go and listen to someone talking about politics, they're bred into it. I'm bred into it because my granddad was part of World War II, and also, following the great Mays escape prison postmodernism era of Margaret Thatcher when she's Prime Minister as well. Everything all tells its tale. I liked history from a young age because of that reason, and everything put into place in front of me. But the audience listening was absolute prodigious, I must say. But everyone, if you're listening, just pop on Twitter, Facebook, send your love and your regards to British soil territory. Even if you're not from Britain and you're not the same nationality as Alvarez, give him a shout out. Give him some praise, make him feel like we're backing him. He deserves our pride and joy. He's our pride and joy of England. You know, he's our pride and joy. He's my pride and joy because what he done for my little boy. But throughout my whole boxing career, I thought I had more, and I thought, you know what, I'd fight Billy. He only looks little, but the geezer can move, and I'll probably come up. Well, most definitely come up my cropper. But you do when you get into these sports, you want to fight the best of the best. I was never the best of the best. I went in the sport with half an injury before I even put on laced up a pair of gloves. I went on there brain damage. I boxed all my whole life with brain damage because I was fighting my demons. I never wanted my demons to beat me up, so I beat my demons in the ring. I stood in the ring in front of thousands, and then people that knew who kicked my head in when I was 18. When I died, I had fractured skull, fractured cheekbones, and my nose taken off my face. I was there in the ring to show my demons I'm not afraid anymore. You seen Home Alone? I'm not afraid anymore. That was me, that big kid, till the age of 36, 35, 36. I was that big kid, that big Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone, all the way through my life, fighting my demons. Anyone else suffering mental health, any bit of trauma in life, you live with trauma for the rest of your life. It's not just something that, you know, you deal with for a couple of weeks, it goes. If you've been raped, a victim of rape, I can quite imagine it lives with you for the rest of life. I had a bit of a scenario happened at school. They said girls, don't matter if a girl rapes a man. I tell you what, I didn't have a girlfriend lose my virginity until I was 18 because exactly that happened to me when I was about 15 in a French class by about 6 girls. Pulled my trousers down, got my privates out. So, you know, but I can imagine what, you know, happens to women when a group of men, dirty, greasy men, get hold of a young child or a young teenager or a young adult or even a grown adult or a grown lady in her 50s. And you've got 20-year-old boys going groom her, going rape her in the bushes. It's, you know, it's horrific. So what I'm doing here is trying to reach out to everyone that's suffering mentally. You don't just suffer mentally, it leaves you deflated. So you suffer physically as well, don't you? You don't just suffer mentally. When you're deflated, you can get a bad back. You sit slouched. You know, it ruins everything in your body. Once you have that trauma, a sudden trauma of a kicking, or you've been stabbed, a victim of any kind of thing, it's a trauma that lives with you for the rest of your life. Talking about it, having your opinion, your voice heard and supported, it matters. It matters that we're here for one another, supporting each other, guiding each other for a new aspiration, to get away from torment, to get away from torture. What can you do to keep your mind preoccupied, to keep your mind away from harm? Because it lives with you for the rest of life. It beat you up to the day you're dead if you don't fight it, talk about it, if you don't air or have a response against something that's happened to you. You need to speak about your provocations in life. Come to Proclamation News and Gatherings. On the cast box, you can call in. On YouTube, you can comment, leave an email address or leave your number. I'll call through. I'll guide you through. Well, I might not be able to help you physically, but mentally or over the phone, or, you know, we can talk. You don't have to talk in front of a whole operating radio service, you know, because if you call me on the phone while I'm on YouTube, everyone on Castbox will hear. But if you want me to talk to in private, but all well and good, I'll talk to you in private. It's no problem at all. Absolutely no problem at all. I'm not going to try and groom you, sweet talk you around for coffee, none of that sort of business. I'm going to be kind and sweet with nice manners over the phone. Anyway, anyone looking to better their health, better their wealth in a way as well, because if you better your health, you can outlive your life and earn more wealth. You might become a success if you look after your health. You might become a success in your business. So please check out www.relax.co.uk. Relax. It's a multi-million-pound business. I've got some vitamin C out there. It's made, guess what? It's made in Germany. Who would have Adam and Eve? Germany would make something for the healthy living for the people in the UK. You know, especially coming from me as well. My granddad was part of that World War II when the Germans didn't like the English. But, you know, all that's been and gone, done and dusted. You know, shaking hands in politics and whatever else, buying BMW cars, doing a lot of trading with them at the end of the day with me. So something's become good from back then. Vitamin C, that I've got is made in Germany, and it's the quickest absorbing vitamin C that you ever out there on the planet. I think it's about 20-30 quid for a bottle, but you know, it's like buying cheap unleaded from Tesco and then going to a BP and buying a bit, you know, a couple more pounds expensive unleaded, which you can't put in the new sport cars, can't you? You can't go to Tesco and put this unleaded in your sports car because it ruin the engine. Same as this vitamin C thing. You pay that little bit of extra money, you're getting the top of the range in the whole world. I'm talking the whole world. I've checked it up on the website. It is the best in the whole world. I've googled it for compare. You know, always look at compare and contrast with every item to make sure I'm getting the significant details that it relates to on the tin. You've got to compare and contrast anything you do in life. You know, when you're talking about critical thinkers, you don't have to come no further, because I'll give you good advice, strong advice. You go and buy a pair of trainers, a pair of Nike trainers, just because they're called Nike. But then you've got Asics, the new Asics that come out, cheaper. But Asics have been a pair of running shoes for decades and decades, well before Nike was even reinvented. Asics are definitely going to have the best pair of running shoes, but regardless if they're cheaper, they've been a top of the range running pair of shoes. See what I'm saying? Compare and contrast, which is qualitative evidence. When you find out the truth, you find out qualitative evidence, you find out the truth. And find out hard evidence is researching, compare and contrast. So there you go. If you want some truthful knowledge, you want some walking, talking human faculty to give you proper facts. You get, you know, you're going around listening to different radio stations. Oh yeah, LBC said this. Radio Talk said this. Well, if any of them actually done university or not, or if they're just jumped in at the deep end and just start reading off a bit of journalism, this, that, and the other. I've done the hard work, the nitty gritty stuff, the black and white. I've lived a life of purgatory throughout school as well, and athleticism makes you anyone done athleticism and realise how quick thinking, how sharp a tool they are when they come to talking out in reality. I've got no fear, have I? I've got no fear to preach the good news, the real truth. I'm a realist. I don't beat things around the bush. I'm a realist. I don't lie. I don't bend things around the corner. If my friend said to me, "Can you promote my company?" I look at the goods and I think, hang on a minute, these goods are like second-hand, not second-hand, but, you know, like from the pound shop or QD. QD can do a better offer, I'd say. But I'm telling you the absolute facts. Absolute facts. The CCTV company as well that I promote on day-to-day process. I've got a cheap CCTV camera here, made in China. Got 3 batteries. It only works. It only works when it's plugged in to the mains. It says on the box, get 3 vape charge batteries for it. Put it on your door, it'll work, and it'll recharge when you plug it in. And you take it off and put it on the door. Old numpty here goes and buys it, charge it up for the 14 hours that it says charge it up, puts it on the door. Do you add move? It doesn't work. So when I charge a CCTV company over, when I say, you know, ethical and pragmatic work carried out, I'm being honest. Might be a bit more, you know, you're paying for business rates. It's a business. It is an absolute franchise. Worldwide, UK Dominion franchise. He does it, you know, he's does a lot of jobs, a lot of security for a lot of big companies. So if you want proper, you know, hardware security system in your business, in your household, and you've got the money to spend, go with that CCTV company that I bring up in my media every day. Okay, I'm giving you, you know, formal, positive, descriptive, constructive advice. Take it on board. Don't take it or leave it. Take it on board. Use your initiative. You pay for what you get. You get what you pay for in life. Pay for crap, you get what I get. You get nitty gritty, titty tatty crap. I'm not going to sit here and sell you a load of toot. I'm telling you stuff that I know is etiquette in sense and pragmatic in style. You know, you're going to book a holiday. You're paying, I don't know, you're going to Turkey. I've done this, 5-star hotel in Turkey. Little did I know, I didn't look at the review. It was going down to a 3-star hotel. Got there that 2018. There's a whole fire in the whole hotel. So you've got to always look at the review. look at the review of the sale purchase. That's when you find the qualitative evidence of people writing their review after they bought the product. This is a 5-star, this is top of the range pair of trainers and they're full part 2 weeks. But little do you know, in the review, James blogs bought a pair of trainers a month ago. A week later, the soles fell apart. You know, always look at reviews. Any new item will come out. Give it a month or two till a few people have purchased it and realise if they've got any good feedback to find out the qualitative evidence. Anyway, going to move on for a little bit, guys. Thank you all. It's only a quick, short one. I've done a good hour this morning. This is a phenomenal show. I wanted to give a big shout out to Billy Joe Saunders. You know, politics is a big thing within boxing. Why is politics a big thing in boxing? For me, it's a man. You know, he's boxing for his constituency to start off with when he started a boxing career. Billy Joe Saunders is boxing for his whole country, the whole middleweight division, even the heavyweights are supporting him. You know, boxing all over the world, the athleticism all over the world is supporting him. Same as that in athletics, it's all politics. You're running in Athens, you're running in, I don't know, America or wherever you're doing your athleticism. You're running in another country. You're running for your nation in another country, and you've got everyone in your dominion of your country supporting you. And when some people like some of these top runners, like Jonathan Edwards, he'd have supporters from all over the world supporting him in the end. They get support from all over the world. They get support all over the world. These boxers, like Frank Bruno, went to America. Americans loved him and everything. Everyone, they love you everywhere you go. Once you get your name out there and supported upon, it's like politics. You become loved in their community. You stay in that hotel, spend money in that hotel. The people in that hotel are going to love you. You're signing the American people's T-shirts, this, that, and the other. They're going to love you. Anyway, Essex couple transfer London double-decker bus into a credible home for just 17.5k. Bus is now a luxury home. A couple from Essex bought a London double-decker bus, but has transformed it into a home of their dream for just 17,500. While many people have taken a quick nap on these iconic buses, one couple went a step further and decided to sleep there permanently. Charlie McVicker, 26, and Luke Walker, 27, originally from Essex, didn't fancy renovating an old property to live in, so they opted for something a bit quirky and cheaper. Classic red London double-decker bus. The couple took the old London double-decker bus and completely transformed it into a credible four-wheeled fantasy house. I wonder if a double-decker bus still drives around. They put a fair bit of hard graft, gutting the bus into turning what was rather drab into a luxury home. Charlie told My London, me and my partner wanted to live together, but we want to be tied down to a huge mortgage or pay huge amounts of rent. We love to travel and wanted a hub that we could return home and then leave again and have a lot of flexibility. Tell you what, I'm looking at it now. It's very, very nice. They got a PC, a kitchen downstairs. It is phenomenal. Please look on Essex Live at this renovated double-decker bus. We love the TV show George Clark's Amazing Spaces, and we were inspired by some of their builds. We went back and forth over a shipping container to a caravan and finally settled for a double-decker bus. The couple bought the bus from Go Ahead London for 2,500 and spent £15,000 renovating it, just a fraction of the price of traditional house. Charlie continued, we love living in bus. It's the best thing we'd ever done. It is so nice. It had so many perks, from the outdoor space to living together without ties of a big mortgage or rent. We love the fact it's open plan, that there's so much natural light. Being able to have a bath and look out on the pond watching the ducks is so peaceful. The bath is upstairs with all the seats. It's still got all the seats top bus, but the bath is at the front of that where the seating is. Generally, you sit in the front of the bus, you sit at the front. Their bath's at the front of the bus at the top. It's lovely. Downstairs is very applicable, nice. Charlie and Luke have two pets, goats named Monty and Darwin, who they keep them company on their bus life living. Although living on a bus isn't all plain sailing, the couple have faced their challenges with their recent cold weather and snow. Charlie said keeping the heat in the bus was challenging with all the windows, but the couple overcome this and recently installed a heater and have big log burners downstairs. Now the innovative pad is a cosy sanctuary and all a fraction of the price that a flat in London would normally cost. Couples share their alternative living on their Instagram page. There you go. That is phenomenal, isn't it? For 17 grand, they've got it's a life. If they can live the rest of their life on that bus, it's phenomenal, isn't it? Absolutely phenomenal. Please have a look at that bus and tell me these guys have got it made on the bus. Really are very sophisticated, intelligent lads. They've got a gas stove heater, so in the winter they can always, if they're getting a bit cold, they can always slap that on. It is nice. It's you know, I don't know where their bedrooms are. I'm trying to have a look. A double decker bus. You can check on their Instagram page as well, which is oh, my sister's ringing. I have to call her back in a minute. Bless her little heart. I'll tell you what, guys. I'm gonna make this short thing. I'll cut this off. Oh, Jay. Oh, I'll ring my sister back, guys. Sorry, I'm gonna have to love you and leave you. Shit, man. Sorry, ladies and gents on YouTube. I was going to do a little show. My sister's ring is very important. I've got to love you and leave you. Always family first, guys. Sorry about a little show. I was going to make it another 10 minutes, but God bless. I hope you had a good 20 minutes with me. I enjoy talking to you all. Please follow me on YouTube, Proclamation News and Gatherings. Everyone on YouTube, please follow me on Castbox. You can have a choice if you're driving to listen to me on the actual radio. So I'll say God bless, take care, and speak again soon.